the more you know, like, the less bullshit you'll deal with.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you'll get a form of clairvoyance. You'll see shit coming from a mile away.
Before, yeah.
You'll call bullshit a mile away.
Yeah.
You'll know if that girl's serious about you or not from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Just by what she says, the way she approaches you immediately. The way she moves.
Yeah, all that.
How she responds, because you'll know it. You've seen it.
Like you said, like if you go on a date and if they really do care, they're not going to be on their phone.
You know when someone cares.
They don't care.
Bro.
Yeah, you'll know when someone cares.
Like last night, like during my date, I was like, this guy isn't really talking.
Right.
Like he was talking, but I was like, oh my gosh, like he's I don't know. He's just very. I ended up learning that like he's very shy. It takes time for him to open up, and me, you know me, I'm like
Yep. You're a people
out
person.
the gate.
I'm a people person out the gate, and we were talking about that, about how like I'm just very like, this is me. This is what you get. Like he's like, yeah, like don't change that. Like that's a good thing to have. But he was like, no, yeah, I enjoyed our date. Like I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, I like enjoyed talking with you. Like you're a cool person. And yeah, so it's like
that's dope. That's good news.
And then,
yeah,
like, learning that,
that's
like,
good news.
Okay, like he's not that big of a talker. He's more of a listener.
You want a yapper or you want an introvert?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, for me, if they're an introvert, as somebody who's such an extrovert,
you need someone to receive that.
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
you need a well.
Yeah.
Because if you have two, it's gonna be like, let me get what I need.
Two extroverts.
Right. Let me get. You know what I'm saying? I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time, they're not very responsive. So I'm like.
Right.
So you don't know what the reaction is. I got you.
You don't want it to feel like, are you?
Turn your mic again.
Hi. Sorry.
I feel that.
Remember, you can move it.
Because like usually with more reserved people, it's like you have to learn their signals. And you have to learn like the small cues.
You can tilt it down too if you want to.
Type shit.
Touch it. There you go.
You giving her. Yo, hey, we got a special for you today, boy.
Hey, don't get them excited. They gooning right now.
Yo, Chip.
I did not mean to do that.
Yo, Chip.
They're gonna be like, red flags gone.
Green. Oh, we're gonna start
she does
donos in the chat.
Yep. You want to show them your white toenails?
I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Donos in the chat, bro. What the fuck? Oh man. Smoke says, I agree. But most men, from what I've seen, stay single because they don't want to get hurt again.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
I think women are the same way. I think that's a human.
It's a human thing.
It's a human.
Oh.
Get back here.
Well, bam. There we go.
Oh, you gotta tighten the top, Jeff.
What am I
like the top of the.
Nope, I do not want him to see the meat print.
Yep.
How do I tighten this?
No, the base.
Oh,
the
base.
Yeah.
Like a
You're unscrewing it. There you go. Yeah, tighten it. There you go.
Sensational. The way my hands are going around this pole, I need to see ones on
this. Oh yeah. There you go. Look at that, man.
That's crazy. Word. They don't see it. What? Subscription now. Now.
All right, now you can tilt it down.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, now you can tilt it down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
It kept turning every time she was trying to talk. What?
Smoke says, I'd like to point out it's not that we don't know how to talk. It's because, we already heard that.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to look at it from the perspective, from our perspective as well. Both sides are at fault. This generation is just shit.
It goes back to the whole like self-reflection thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got to recognize that, like, oh yeah, okay, I can be in the wrong. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
But like, what is okay? Now here's a good question.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is settling?
What is settling? I would say
when you don't get what you want.
No, right? Because if you know what you want,
well, hold on.
What is settling?
Hold on. What's your preferences? And then we'll go ask.
My preference?
Yeah, and then we'll go at, and then we'll go. What is settling? Because if you don't get what you want, do you consider that settling?
Right. What is settling for you? Right.
Yeah. So
because
I think what settling is if it's convenient.
Because you don't want to be alone or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want to be alone, or
that person's just always available.
Always available,
Gotcha.
or
Availability.
everybody else around you is getting married, so I need to do it too.
Fuck, I don't like this guy, but I need kids.
Well, no, guys are like, I mean, I think that was like my last ex-boyfriend. I think his issue was that he's like, oh my gosh, I just turned 26. Like, all my friends, like, I'm a groomsman. Like, I need to get married as of yesterday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, no, like,
What?
when the time, I hate when people say, oh, it'll happen when you least expect it. I've switched that, and I tell myself, when the time is right, the time is
Right.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, like you go, it's like all about timing. So
That's facts.
when the time is right, the
That's
time is right. But that's kind of what I see as settling. And then you asked? What else did you ask?
Yeah. Well, I was saying.
Yeah. What is the expectation? And then from your expectation, what would you consider settling?
Yeah.
Like expectations, or I mean, it's everybody's expectations are
It's
different.
different.
Preference.
Okay, so that's a good thing, right?
Everybody's
And I think
expectations are
that's
different.
what's been
Everybody's
skewed,
preferences
right?
preferences
Right.
are different.
So you're using a different rubric for every person you meet. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
So it's the same rubric for every person you meet.
I mean, I don't really have a rubric.
Or at least, do they
Conditions.
do they get close? Preferences, Jeff.
Conditions.
You're changing the name, nigga.
Conditions.
Stop.
Because the only love you get that's unconditional is from your dog, mom, and your kid. That's it. So we need to know what conditions we need to have
Yeah.
to receive love.
Because there's no such thing as
Right.
unconditional love for a
Right.
partner.
There is
Everybody
no such
deserves
thing.
love, and I mean, I think
Right.
if
We all
you-
deserve love, but it will never be. That is just a hard fact of life. Love will never be unconditional unless it's from your mother, your child, your dog, something that you know what I'm saying. Like,
something that like you've had an attachment
Right.
to.
Yes.
Like you came from your mother.
right.
Yes.
You birthed your children.
Right.
Yes.
Your dogs are,
Dependent on
dependent
you.
on
right.
you. They're
exactly.
they say it's a man's
Exactly.
best friend, so
But when dealing with other humans, it's always no matter what they say. I promise you, no matter
Well, I
what
mean-
they say.
But then you find out there's a condition.
It's conditioned.
It's
I
conditional.
promise you, it's conditioned. Because there's no conditions when I pull in a mill, a week, or a month.
well, I mean,
Or-
the end is inevitable. So
Right.
think about
You
it.
see what I'm saying?
Breakups are
Right.
inevitable.
Right.
Divorce is inevitable.
Right.
Calling
Which
off
sucks,
engagement
though,
is
right?
Inevitable.
Yeah.
But that sucks that's a mindset, though. Divorce is inevitable. So why bother go through the process? Why get married so I can potentially lose money, lose a whole bunch of time, mentally fuck myself? Probably if I have kids,
Here's
fuck with the
thing.
kids.
If you're wondering that, then that's not the right person. Does that make sense?
Oh, I got you.
If you're wondering,
Like if you're thinking that far and then
Yeah.
that's spooking you, but that sucks though.
and it
Because
does,
like
but
that
I mean, that's,
fucking sucks. But
Because you don't want to be part of that.
and
statistic.
you see what I'm saying? That's a lifetime risk, and I think
And then that's where
and-
you have to be like emotionally and mentally
I just think we should just get.
mature and ready.
I think we should just get rid of marriage. That's it.
Oh no, I will.
I think we should get rid of marriage.
I'm an
Like
I'm an old-fashioned
I believe
girl.
in
wanna
I
be
believe in
married.
lifetime partnerships. We could have a ceremony, but the structure of marriage, the way it is today, fuck that. No, because
No.
because
I don't think it's that. Get rid of
I look
get
at-
rid
get rid of the
Take-
financial caveats.
take the government out.
The government out, yes.
I
The financial and the
think-
government
Yes,
caveats.
and I think
take
that's
that out.
why like marriage has a negative connotation.
Yes.
because of the financial things
Right.
and the
Right.
whole
Be-
perspective of the government and that stuff.
But then again, even religious people say you don't have to get married by the government. You can get married by your church.
But through the church, yeah.
Yeah, through the church. But
yeah, and I'm Catholic, so I mean, like we
We recognize.
marriage is a sacrament.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we have a
Yeah.
ceremony for it. But like for me, like I want to be married because I mean,
is it for the wedding?
no.
You feel
I
me?
just think marriage is a beautiful thing because you've met somebody that you are gonna like commit yourself to for the rest of your life, and
But
they
we-
think the same thing too.
Fix the camera, Jeff.
And
Okay.
are you talking about my camera?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, my camera.
it keep?
I'm not doing anything.
No, I know it's not you.
But like I don't see a wedding like a diamond.
Other way.
I don't see a diamond ring as, how much
The
did he-
signification,
does he
right.
have insurance on it? How much did he pay for it?
If you don't pay
To
10K for a
me,
ring,
it's-
you don't love me.
I see the significance of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm
There's
like,
meaning behind.
there's meaning behind it. But I'm somebody who like I'm a very sentimental person, and I see like meaning behind a lot of things in life.
Yeah,
and, like,
for sure.
Symbolism. So that's my perspective.
You're humble.
Yes. And it's not very humble of me to say I'm humble. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. But like, I see, having a ceremony in the church is like, that's important to me because that's my faith.
That's your witness to God.
Yes.
You're a giving
I'm
man
not
from God.
doing it for like a photo op. Like, I knew people who did it because they wanted the
Yes.
photos. And like for the ceremony,
That's
like the
wild.
reception, like I don't need it to be on Lake
Backyard barbecue?
I don't need it to be Lake Como in Italy. Like, and I don't need it to. I don't need to get my dress in at Kleinfeld's Bridal from New York. Like,
That's very specific.
It's
very
I grew up
specific.
watching Say Yes to the Dress.
Ah, okay,
so.
I got you. I was about to say,
Yeah.
whoa, like, is that where you want your dress?
I mean, would it be cool? Absolutely.
Have your future fiance watch this interview.
Like, would it be cool? Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
But it's just, I think, weddings have become such a materialistic thing, and it's like narcissism, but also it's like, oh, how good is this going to look on social media?